Okay, everyone, we're doing something a little bit different today. We're sort of live, which I should have set this up for like live stuff, but I'll set up another OBS. But we're going live today because I want to be able to get some feedback as I work on this character. Let me share a link real quick. This is Jiǎng. She's a superhero OC, and I'm the first artist that's actually working on them. Oh, hey, hey, Wolf. Ah, shit. Sorry about that. Let's see. So let's see. Let's read the pitch together. Body type. Don't be the various extra curves. Blah blah blah. I forget. Normal height. Works a job. We for the outfit we settled on sort of green gold, black and white. I forget what her actual hair color. Anyway, this is the variations that sort of the inspirations we were supposed to work with. They specifically mentioned stocking, and so you can see that hair, especially the 3 points in there. I threw in Kiko? Was that her name? The Glitch Tex girls. And then specifically, we were supposed to stick sort of with a Star Versus sort of style. So I kind of hovered around that, and I also mentioned Frankie, but I think she's the outlier within this whole thing. On the outfit was specifically supposed to be inspired by this outfit, sort of a mix between stylistic Chun-Li and sort of sleek Incredibles-esque, simplified 1950s. So I kind of did that with like maybe the boots and the stockings, and just keeping the style as simplified as I could. I gave her an extra long flowing skirt, since she is sort of almost a staff, weather-based kind of hero. The spear is inspired by various Asian. Well, these are This is just the Spear of Destiny, but these are definitely more Asian style spears. I decided to go against the little the hilt and go for a more of a cloth. These are like streamers and cloths, definitely, so you're supposed to be able to see what you're doing while you're performing. Here's more of it as a gymnastic performance. Body type was supposed to be a little bit heavy. I leaned more towards amethyst, but I was just keeping the Fanyan bubbles in mind. Yeah. Okay, I gotta look in the Discord and see what actually her hair color was. Hey, Alter. Let's see. And hopefully they were supposed to jump in. She's a waitress at a local restaurant. I think we're leaning towards black hair. But for some reason I'm seeing white. Like maybe when she transforms into or uses her superpowers, she gets white hair. Okay, we settled on the violent stocking hairstyle with the buns. I added the buns afterwards. Mask or no mask. She uses the bangs become a mask when she's in superhero mode, but other than that, you can kind of see the contours of her face. Just kind of like cheating. Okay, here we go. Golden, green, and white. Maybe some black in there. These are my notes. Incredible style masks, or give her panty bangs. That Panty, the character, bangs, and the shadows high, kind of like Raven from Teen Titans. That was my notes. Okay. Well, let's work on the outfit a little bit. Here, let's just give her a sphere. Let's give her a golden sphere at the tip of that. And I could change these colors. In fact, if I label everything. Sphere. There we go. Yeah. And then I'm thinking like a white wood sort of look. Or a pole. A pole, yeah, a pole. Weathered a little bit. And then I'm thinking about adding some sort of decoration there or something. We're gonna go with that. Make these a little bit more like brass rings. Yeah. Pop it a little bit. Pop it a little bit. Pop it a little bit. Skin tone, we're going with I don't know, I kind of like that one. Let's see the difference between the two. I'm thinking gold for the trim there. And then green. Maybe this will be black, and maybe no, let's see. Yeah. Anyway, a kind of green. Hers, Frankie's is a little bit too pukey green, but maybe that one, that's a mint green right there. Well, what do you call the things that are sitting in front of her? Yeah, I've got let's see, I've got a starter set that someone gave me for Christmas of, what was it, Lorcana? What do you call, what are these? Bangs. Haircut. Bangs, fringes, strands or locks of hair that fall over the scalp and onto the forehead line. Is this a shave those sideburns moment, Alter? There you go. Panty is the blonde one. Okay. Stocking, pardon me. Okay, well, we're both wrong. Damn it, Stocking, I told you to shave those... Shave those bangs! Let's see. Okay, it's too much to work with here. Green. Yeah. Oh, I know! Oh, shoot, I have something for this. I have a desktop. That way I don't have to keep... This works especially well with Blender. I have a little desktop picker. Color picker. If it pops up... There we go. Okay. And it should also pop up... No, it's actually in the other one. Let's see what happens if I pick sort of... No, that's too much of a mint. That's too much of a... Let's try them both. That's a... What the hell? Oh, that's right. For some reason, it doesn't work with this. Okay, never mind. Screw it. Let's just do this. Mix that green with this green. Yeah, that's a good green. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I will use shading later to adjust these colors. Let's just block out what the color looks like right now. Black and white we decided to go with. Uh-huh. Oh. Hold off 1 second on that. I'm not sure. I was looking at some of the other skins. Okay, so either I want to do black or I want to do white. Either or, I think I want to put more. Those will be white. White for the frills, and white for the boots. Maybe with like gold. And where's the line? There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna call my shot. Do black. Should I do black, or should I do a... I don't know. I'm kind of digging white more than I think. Okay, let's see. What's their eye color? I'm gonna go with a green. Okay, that looks good. Dark green for her eyes, okay. Okay, I'm trying to actually... Let's see what... This isn't a black, and that makes it look a little bit more natural. Copy. Paste. Oh, she's all the way up here. I mean, we can kind of go with that. Yeah, that looks nice. Go something a little bit lighter. Yeah, maybe. Now let's make it a little bit purple. Green, purple, they're good contrast. So let's just give it a little bit of subtle purple. Yeah, not what I wanted. Nope, too purplish. Too purpley. Let's saturate that color a little bit. That's good without being like blatant about it. And I can add a little, no, darker. I want to see the line a little bit, even before I add the shading. Let's see, that's the hairline. Nope, that's hue. We don't want to do that. Saturation will make it more purple. There we go. What to put there? Does she have gold streaks in her hair? That's cool. And then when she turns normal, they go away. Okay, I've got that. Or go a little bit more subtler route. No, too much. Let's try this lighter gold. Yeah, this gold and this gold are the same. It only looks brighter because it's next to something dark. Clean up the tips. And then if we want to, we can go to the line art section. And change those a bit so they disappear. Very nice. We're getting there. We're getting there. Kind of want this to this is green with white text on it. There we go. Here's where it gets a little iffy. I don't actually know any Asian or not. Okay, see ya, Alter. You take care. Yeah, I'm digging this. I'm digging this good. I like the white boots. I like the black. Makes it look like... Wait, I wonder if I could do this. Hold on. Either I make this white too, or I make these black. No, I don't like that. If I make it look like it's one whole piece of clothing, I have to do this. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, because there's no black in there unless you count this. Oh, and I gotta redo these. There we go. Bring the tips up a little bit. Or you know what? I'll just go one above. This isn't great for... I'm getting too many layers, but this is just great for cleaning up real quick. Yeah. White. Yeah, what do you think, Helen, about these being white? Because I think it makes it like this matches that and that matches this. Let's see now. What can we do about another layer? But then that neutralizes what I was doing there, so got to put that layer on that one. Whenever you hit clipping, and it turns this little... I don't think you can see this. Crap, I have my my drivers off. Okay, hold on. Anyway, when you hit a clipping layer, make sure you don't put another layer in between the two layers you were working, because if you do, you get stuff like, well, let's see, I'll show you just a second. Damn it, stop opening everything. Okay, if you do that, then you get stuff like this. See, it came back because I put a new layer under the clipping layer. There we go. And I also I made the mouth a little smaller, and I got rid of that little hook at the end. I don't know why, but I just think it makes it look a little. She's got a little. That's too much of a crease right there. Let me just, yeah, there we go. There we go. Make that the more thicker part. That's the thinner part. Terminates into kind of a. You like it? Right? Yeah. Okay, so you said her name was Elegant Winds of the... Oh, okay, her Chinese hero name. Elegant Winds from the North. Okay, we're going to try our best to use these kind of kanji. And I'm just gonna, like, if I wanted to make sure that I could use these again and again and again. I forget, do you read you read kanji down. I'm just gonna assume that a kanji is like a big square, so these two are the same. These two are 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, yeah. If I wanted to, I can either put that in Blender and make a surface that I can either taper onto any surface I want. But anyway, that could be something. Maybe save me a little time, but well, we'll see. It shouldn't take too long. But if I wanted to reuse that asset again, I would do that. Okay, I'm gonna put you in the color section because I want a shade to interact with you. And then we need, that's a tip. There we go. Yeah, I was sitting here. I was like, I have other things I could do for an Artcast, but I want to get this one done, and then I want sort of as good feedback as I can get for it. So I figured I'd just do it live. I don't have my little stream, my VTube stream set up. I should. Also, while we're doing this, white on white's not good. We're going to change this over to... No, even then. We're going to change this to a dark checker. There we go. And you see? Even if I were going to export this, I missed her eyes, and I missed that, which would have messed me up when shading. So that's why you do these things. No. That's below that one. Which layer is this below? Oh, okay. Is that on top of... Oh, I see. I have her shadow. Oh, that's great. That's perfect. Then if I wanted to make that a little different color, I can. Like this. Make it blend with her skin a little more. A little more. We'll see. We'll see when I start shading. Anyway, there's that white. Okay. Then we're going to duplicate this and then shrink it because I want to do something here. Yes? How do they do? What's the little zigzag pattern that they have? Oh, right on. Hey, Under. I'm looking for like an Asian style border. Here we go. Okay. Something that symbolizes wind. Ah, okay. Well, this isn't the best. This might be apocryphal, but let me see what this one does. Fail to open. Yeah, let me just get it. There. I don't want the actual vector. I'll make my own, thank you. Yeah, I'm mainly focused on the three, so it goes up, square, 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 over. Okay. Here, let me delete this, or delete this. Also, let me close this for a second, so I can actually do a rough. Okay, so it's basically squares. Here's one square. And then you take this one down, build on it. Take this one over. Build on it. This one's the one that goes down and then over. And this one is the one that goes this way and up. Okay, so just a little rough, so I know the steps that I'm planning. Okay, where's our thing? Cool. Erase those, get on this layer, and then warp the vectors. And this case, we'll... Oh no, I made a copy. How many copies did I make? Okay, delete. No, just that one, please. There we go. And we'll delete this. And then bring this one over a little bit. I'll make a new one. And then connect it at the very end. Up, 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 up. This is a neat trick. Depending on which one you connect, it changes the color of that one. I have to separate the power set, I assume, is like wind, maybe lightning powers. And then if we want to, I'm going to pop this one off, erase these two, or cut these. Actually, I have a little cutter right here. It's set at the very thinnest, like super thin, like as thin as the pixels will go, so it almost looks undetectable when you cut it. So then I can just do, I can kind of do this, wrap around all the ones. Actually, no, you just do this and then I hit Control Shift 3, and that does everyone in that one line that's connected. But that's a hotkey, so that actually doesn't work. And then if I want to, I can do... Huh, are they attached? Huh, okay. Yeah, I never cut it, I guess. There we go. Go, pop them together. Yeah, get rid of this. Yeah, that's nicer. And then maybe leave this one like it's connected to the base or something. Or, you know, taper it. Right on. Yeah, that's good. I'll just put the white. There we go. This is probably how they'd simplify it for animation. I don't know if they put big old words. Maybe we don't need them. Maybe we don't need kanji. Let me thicken these up a little bit. Because I'm kind of digging it. No, a little too thick. And these aren't connected. Okay, that's our problem. Got to reconnect these. Kind of like being an electrician. Yeah, I'm digging it. Okay, here. Watch. Give it a little bit more space. Yeah. Yeah, I'm digging that. That way you can replicate it easily. Again, much like an electrician when you're doing character design, you want to make it easier for the next one behind you. Everyone in the 90s with all their straps and chains and Potential rivals? I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Let me think on that. Oh, this is very good. What the hell happened here? Where are these lines? Oh, they're completely detached from the main lane line section. There we go. There you go. I like it. I like the 3-win things and the thing. Let me do something a little here. Let me just make it a... Let's take the green from the eyes and put it on the pole. Yeah, okay, that made it a little bit different. That made it just a little bit different. Made that pop a little bit, but it matches their eyes. Yo, hats off! How you doing? Let's tweak this a little. Yeah, just to make it a little bit different from the main thing. Man, I'm listening to some really good music right now. Not the same music you guys are listening to. Hold on. Wait, only 800? Wait, how's this guy have 800 subscribers? Oh boy. Anyway, maybe that's just because I don't know. But I'm listening to, you guys are listening to the stuff that's available on YouTube. I don't know if this is copyrighted or not, but check this out. Oh, where's my... There we go. What's this from my thing? This is Mega Man 3. As it like an 80s, smooth 80s synth pop. And it looks like they're done by Slash Systems 32. They only have 800 subscribers, but this this video has gotten like about 20,000 views. I don't know if they're new or not. Let me see. Let me look if there's shenanigans. Okay, it looks mainly like a lot of remixes. Video game. This may be AI. The system does not adhere to a single genre. Vaporwave. 800. No. They joined on February 16th. Okay, they just recently joined. I mean, I'm listening to it, it's nice, but it's just like Mega Man. So they could have just reorchestrated it. Shoot. I hate that I have to do this and you can't just enjoy someone now. Slash 32, slash 30 edit, Phantom. Okay, this one's AI, but this one's not the same channel. But it came up when I did a Google search. It's like, what if Daft Punk was Zelda? Sounds like shit. That sounds like garbage. The Mega Man one sounded great, and they actually recognized some tracks. Okay, let's go to their website. $12 an album. I don't know if they do that. Merch, music, about. Okay, about literally just zips back to the YouTube channel. Okay. Okay, and this one, okay, never mind. This title card is definitely, well, that could be Photoshop. It's like Princess Peach in a beatnik outfit. I don't know. Shoot. Yeah. Ah, thanks, hats off. Let's see. Okay, get back to work. Yeah. What do you think? Have I tied down the color scheme pretty well enough, Helen? I mean, I can work on the shading. It doesn't matter. I can change the colors of the shading. Let's see. New layer, or new folder, new layer. Set the folder to multiply, and then we're going to pick a nice... I can either pick something that's a little bit contrary. Wind. Let's go with a pop it with a little bit of blue. See what that does. No, that's too blue. That's too gray. That's just blue. That's too gray. Okay, let's go with something a little bit more peachy. Yeah, that's okay. Let's bring it down a little bit more. Kinger's Requiem Vizio. Oh, that was a way better song. I hate to say it, but yeah, that was a way better song than the other one. And again, my algo is just sort of ruined by Digital Circus. Not ruined, I mean just kind of like drenched in it, which is odd, especially since they what did they do? They set the 4th episode to kid friendly, or just for kids, which sucks. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Gotta put the color range detection down. There we go. Why are you... Oh, okay, I know what's happening. There we go. Inundated is a good word. Deluged. I'm trying to use like inundated is way too clinical. I want to say saturated. I don't know, something like really poetic. Or or a more imaginary phrase of saying like, yeah, saturated's good enough. I was going to say something happened, but not recently. Recently, but it had something to do with, I think Meta got in trouble, and so did... Oh, but here's another thing. They, a recent court ruling, I guess, said that you can't, like payment processors, they can't have decisions into what they will or will not process, which is a big win or a big good sign for things like Patreon and all that stuff, depending on what they... Well, that's good. A little too big. Yeah. Other than that, I went to the doctors, got my results back. I might as well talk to you about that. That was a big thing. And it was not even... I wasn't nervous, but my mother being nervous drove me crazy because she doesn't like, she's got issues. They gave her shots in her knees, and she was like she felt great yesterday and this morning, which is why we did extra things. They're going to see what they can do about a sort of, I guess, look at her a hernia that she may or may not have. They're getting x-rays for that, and she's super happy with that. They injected her knees with lidocaine, so she's happy about that. Everything turned out pretty good. Our results came in, and we did pretty good. The only thing that's the outlier for both of us is we have extra creatine. And then he said... that was not necessarily... What the hell happened here? That was not necessarily a bad thing. That just means we have extra hydration. Ew, no. That's not good. What is this? What's all this? Ew. I don't like that. When did I do that? That was a mistake. The gold. Okay, good. It's only localized here. That, and I guess my ALT is higher. Just like 1 or 2 points, it means that like the liver's acting up. And he said that could be exercise, or that could be drinking, which I don't do. Exercise, heat, which that's what I do. I'm just this room is boiling right now, but I got a couple fans on me, so it doesn't bother me too much. What the hell is that? Did I... Oh, no. When the hell did I do that? What? Okay, what's going on? Oh, you asshole. Okay, I locked it for some reason. No, but it's still not vectorized. Okay, the line art has been flattened. That's okay. That's okay. I don't need it. I don't need it at this point. It's okay. I'm just used to like keeping the vector so I can work with it. But anyway, yeah, that was pretty good results, and then we got everything set up for her her other tests. Those she's going to get a scan, and she's happy about that. Yeah, she has total white coat syndrome, so she always drives me up a damn wall. She gets nervous, then I get nervous, and then she gets testy. And I get testy. Oh, hey, Under. What the hell happened here? Yeah, something happened, and I don't like it. Okay, that's fine. I'll fix this. Anyway, I'm just glad that's behind us. Just a peak of shade. What's the other independent animation studio? I know you have Glitch, but there was another one. Which not necessarily a rival, but just like a different one. There's Glitch, and then there's I'm trying to think what Glitch and Viz Pop. Yeah, that's right. Oh, is she? Yeah, that's right. I never watched Hell of a Boss that much. I mean, I watch Hell of a Boss more than I watch Has Been Hotel, and I liked the pilot to Has Been Hotel a little bit more than I liked the start of the series. Especially like what's his face's backstory, Strawberry Pimp, or at least like the way it's told by Vaggie in the pilot. They do a redux of it in the series. I know that, but I much more prefer. Also prefer the original cast, but you didn't hear it from me. Titmouse, I don't know. Titmouse is too established. Let's go to water. Have you heard about this stuff? Water? It's good. Apparently my hydration is okay, which that was really worrying me. But they were fine. There was a time there I was looking at my I was not obsessed, but like, you know how you get these little health hang-ups, and you look at like your color of your urine, or at least I did. That's one of them. I was like, wait, is that yellow or is that like brown? You look at a chart and you're like, is this rosy? Do I have, you know? Does this count as rose? It's I was gonna say, I wonder how. I gotta ask this question if I hear if I hear someone who like works in medical or something, like how many times a year do they get, like around Easter, do they get phone calls about like, oh my god, my stool is black. Did you happen to eat a bunch of jelly beans? I don't do that with jelly beans, but I do that with watermelon. If I eat a bunch of it, and I'm like, I look, you know, and I'm like, oh god, no, I'm dying. Oh wait, no, I just ate a bunch of natural food coloring. Your cereal turned my stool blue. But you'd have to eat 14 boxes to do that. And 7 gallons of chocolate milk. Wait, what? What are we talking about? Isn't that the thing at a restaurant that tell you what food to bring you? Isn't that the thing at a restaurant? But yeah. Oh, and he caught me. Like I said, Mom drives me up a wall when she has to talk up to doctors and stuff. So I just downloaded a YouTube video that I was watching. It was I forget the creator. I did eventually. I did subscribe to them when I came back. It was on MST3K, and it was disgusting. You know, like, hey, how is the new Netflix series off or something? And he broke it down and kind of it. Long story short, chalk it up to a bunch of different writers. Like, I did not know this, but it explains like sort of the vibes of the season. They would take one movie and then like divide it in between minutes and give like 20 minutes to one writer, 20 minutes to another writer. So they're not watching one movie together as a group and playing off each other and doing the jokes. So, and that's sort of an assembly line version of MST3K. And sometimes you can totally tell that sometimes it doesn't work. You can tell that some of the hosts, or the viewers hosts, the bots, Joel, you can tell they're just kind of reading it off. And they're not feeling it. They're not living it. I always used to love it when they actually, uh, they'd tell a joke so much that they'd actually like break. Not, like break as characters and just like give actual like laughs. Like I could tell this was going to be a great video essay because he opened it with the girl with gold boots, the one at the ending, where they're dancing on the beach, and then he's got his guitar, and then there is a diegetic harmonica, a non-diegetic harmonica, and then Serbo says, "Way to play the harmonica with your ass, honey," implying that it is a diegetic harmonica and shoved up her butt. And Mike and Crow just lose it there. Like they've had to have told that joke a bunch of times. And the theory was eventually confirmed because there was a bunch of people, there was a bunch of writers on the show showing up in the comments, basically saying, yeah, it was kind of an assembly line thing. One of them said he couldn't finish the episode he worked on, which was like really sad. Oh, nice. Right on. I got to gear up and do that. Yeah, great pumpkin. Everyone's cray cray. Oh, but I forgot. But I forgot my point. The doctor looked down and I guess my mic died. Okay. Sorry. How long was I yammering? I tried hooking up my... Here, let me switch the other mic. If this one dies again. I tried doing the hardwired mic again, but this this Yeti gives a lot of... I don't know, it's just got a lot of interference. I don't know if it's the wire or the port or something, but anyway. Let's switch out. And this is a newer, these are newer lapel mics, and they don't last as long. There we go. Stick this on the charger. That one's still on. No, it's off. There we go. Yeah, they're lapel mics. They're battery charged. Well, you didn't hear any of that, huh? Okay, I was saying just what's happening in the world. Okay. I was on Blue Skies and I found these artists. The first one I followed, and this one I just discovered. Oh, this one's good too. This guy's a designer. He did guns and stuff. All right, my cup runneth over. I'm saying pretty big crowds today. Ew. Oh no, Nestle announced that 500,000 Kit Kat bars were still en route from Italy to Poland. Let me screw you up. Okay, back to work. Screw you. Not you guys. This, whatever ad this is. Alibaba Cloud, which Alibaba is the name of a website that has may or may not. It's like worse than Tenmu. Huh. Okay, I gotta find something else to watch or listen to. All this is ancient. Yeah, I watched this yesterday. Also, they seem to do ads differently on YouTube now. The bottom of the string. Sometimes they do that. Sometimes they do it off to the side. God. Sorry, I'm not talking that much. I'm just in the zone. Give me something to talk about. What else did we do? What stood out yesterday? Not much. Just we were in a really good mood. We went to IHOP. They had all that stuff. They have a new sort of breakfast burrito thing, which is just eggs and sausage and cheese in a burrito or in a tortilla. It's good. She gets her double whatever bacon and pancakes and stuff. Good shows. I've been catching up with Primal. I'm rewatching, I think I've said this once, but I'm rewatching Clone High. Maybe preparing for perhaps a video. April Fool's is coming up, but I was like, and I had another idea for a video, but I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it off. I'm gonna make her nose a little perkier. Oh, that's the. Oh, I see what I was doing. No, unlock this. Yeah, so doing that, get ready for a video. Primal's great. I like it better than I did. I mean, the ending is, the whole thing is a little bit more tighter than Warriors Eternal. Warriors Eternal was, I don't know, it just kind of got so off the tracks, off the rails, towards like the middle. With introducing everybody that they had. Like the boyfriend and the wizard's back, and the Tiger King barely got anything done. He was just there, and then he also got yeeted. Not especially. Oh, there was someone who was going on about they didn't like animation smears or like motion blurring in the Amazing Digital Circus. You know, he's the character style reviewer, and I don't know, that just really got stuck in his craw, and he was just like, I don't like it, and it was like, that just seemed like, well, that's just one of those things. First of all, I noticed it, but barely minded it. I didn't mind it at all. I don't know. That just seems like I'm glad he spoke out on it, but like, no, I don't think it was that big of a deal. Yeah, that's the only one take I've ever been with him. We're like, I don't know about that, pal. Okay. Yeah, let's see what this does. Okay, let me think of a background. I don't know. Hold on. Hold, please. That one looks okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't have any, like, off the top of my head. Let's see. Let's see if we can kind of play with this a little bit. Okay, yeah, I do have one hot take. I have one thing. There's a design principle where they say, especially with storyboarding, that says you need to have strong silhouettes in every. So you can identify, people, just given their silhouette. I don't quite agree with that because sometimes the eye just needs to rest. Like there's especially one going around with SpongeBob, which is all just like one is here. Let me see if I can bring it up. Let's see. SpongeBob silhouette meme or I don't know, pushing poses. Here, let's see. No, these are all just images. I wanted to see. Damn it! I've seen this post, but now they won't. Now I can't find it. Anyway, it says, you know, like, okay, storyboarding, I guess. Storyboarding, storyboarding. Come on, where is it? Okay, I can't find it. Yeah, this. Here it is. Here it is. I don't exactly... Especially just this one. Let me bring it up. Let me see if I can plop it in somewhere where you guys can see it. Image, new. Upload, unload image when not showing. I wonder if there's a way to, like, do it from the browser. Okay. There's no way to just copy and paste. I gotta download it. Shit. Okay. Here we go. I wish there was. I think there might be a... And this is a GIF. Okay. Crap. Who gives a crap about GIFs? It's better show up. And I don't mean GIF. I mean, like, whatever the hell this stupid thing is. The, yeah, it won't let me load it. Okay, let me pop it in here. Oh, yeah, here, I'll just show it on you with this... Can you see? No. You guys can't see it from over there. Hold on, breaking reality a little bit. There we go. That's for when I record, but here. This is what I mean. Yeah, see? The whole idea of like, oh, you need to have a good, strong silhouette. No, I don't think so. I think this is a good pose if you were going to show him walking and like keeping it close to his body and it being presented. Like, it literally shows him walking. This one is just him standing on his tippy toes, presenting the present. What is this? Well, that's why... If this were all we saw as humans, then yeah, that would be a problem. But, you know, like, if this were Japanese... Or if this were, like, shadow puppet art, then yeah, that would be bad. But luckily, we can add extra lines and create form and function. This one is bad. This one's good. Because it's like, I'm holding a key. I have a key. I'm presenting it. I'm holding it by the handle. I don't think this is bad. I think this is great because he's gripping it. If I would use this if he were like running or had just found it or was trying to get away from someone and had to have a good tight grip on everything. This is okay. I don't know why this example's here. Because this would be like a good mood setter, like shadows and everything. Yeah. That's good too, but I mean, like, I don't always buy the silhouettes. Yeah. there was something to be said about Chuck Jones, and they said part of his genius was that he was able to get away with just very subtle changes in a character's, the deadpan glance that like Bugs Bunny would give, or just like the slightest movements. There's just something to be said about a eye roll. Like even here, this is like, here's another one. Copy image, paste. Here's another one. Like, yeah, both these are good in different situations. It just depends what it calls for. Like, you can't have them go, you can't like dial it up to 12 every time. This would be a good one if you're just kind of like casually watching something like go up, or confused about like an action, or uncertain about like what, like, and here he's just like dumbfounded, like really like, oh, I'm super interested in it. Yeah. Pick and choose. Don't go. Yeah, I don't subscribe to the you need to have like the most clear silhouette ever. Hello, worms. They pay me in worms. T17. Okay, yeah. If I get a webcomic up soon, I'm planning this, I'll have draw a main character. Oh, that sounds good. Not for the whole comics run. You don't mean that. Let's see, I'm missing something. Or not. Looks pretty good. You know what? I got an idea. I do have an idea. Let's add some more stuff down here. We'll test this out. Yeah, because I didn't want to do the Pacifica Bell. Bring this down a little bit. Right on. Pacifica Northwest, her hairstyle where she has it's opened. I didn't want to do that 3 times. And the gold looks good. I don't know what about it, but I like it. Yeah. Oh, I know what I'm missing. I gotta shade the gold parts. I could shade the hair. There we go. Are we talking about, like, which one are we talking about? Because I know I've seen a bunch of them. Some of them are a little risque. Like you have Big Daddies, or you have Turquoise. Mr. Turquoise is really good. Let's see, Big Daddy, Turquoise, and there's another one. Pacifica. I follow them, and they follow me. They're good too. There we go. What do you think? Here, let's do some background stuff. Banjo. Let me see who this is. Artist. No, this is a gentleman who's multi. Let's see. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cute. There's one with him with the hat. I see what you mean. Yeah, I think I've seen this guy before. Yeah, I've seen this one around, but I'm more familiar with, like, that. There was big, and then of course there's the artist who actually ended up working on the not the journal, the Four Tales. Okay, this is very good. I have a Pacifica somewhere. I have a waitress one. I think I just did. I was working. Yeah, I was doodling. One of the. Let's see, where is it? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, maybe I'll bring that. Maybe I'll resurrect that. Wind. I wanted to add something. Here, let's add this onto another layer. That way I can play with it. Starlight in your eyes. I'm a big fan of the animation, but I'm not a huge D&D guy. But I've been listening to the Neon Odyssey trailer on repeat for a while. Okay, let's do that, and then let's also double it and put a blur on it. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. A little bit. Let's do a blur. Nah. I don't like these two being next to each other. I don't know why. There we go. Yeah, I think that's about it. What do you think, Helen? Yeah, let's get rid of this one. Next to her boots. Let me play with the layer a little bit. No, too green, too blue, too pink. Too dark. Let's see. Let's play with this. Kind of like that with the boots. Right on, and then we can get on with. There you go. Well, then I'll work on the her. Now, what exactly? Let's see. You wanted one of her and the waitress, and one waitress and one pajamas. If you could you give me like an actual maybe reference of something you might like with those? Like waitress, I'll just use like, maybe I will use just like, since we're talking about Pacifica, maybe I'll just use the whatever, her outfit there, or maybe some black stockings. It's not going to be like a maid cafe. It's going to be like, you know, waitress, fancy outfit, pajamas. That's 3. Okay, you can't keep adding more. You said this is 4 now. Waitress, fancy. Is this the fancy outfit or the superhero outfit? Anyway, yeah, give me some references. Oh, yeah, Cosgrove. Hold on. Hold your horses. Yeah, I was looking, there was a lot of like, yeah, okay, let me see. What did you have down here? Yeah, superhero pajamas waitress. I thought that's what it was. But that's okay. If I use if I do the thing I did with the witch, where it's almost the same pose, then I can work that with that then. Yeah, because we're just you wrote here alts, so we'll yeah. Yeah, I can work with that. But let's see. Cosgrove. I mean, they did Lavender Castle, which was a really weird but also great show. You can tell it was geared a little. They were trying to like gear. Oh. Speaking of which, the same people that made like Lavender Castle also made like a really weird '80s like kind of movie short. It was like a Russian folklore. Let me see. Cosgrove Hall Special Russian folklore or folk song. The Fool of the World and the Flying Ship. Yeah, and it's an hour long. It's pretty cool. Well, give me some references, Helen, and then we'll work from there. Yeah, but anyway. No, not Peter Wolf. It's this one. Kinda. It's got like Peter Wolf vibes. The guy is dressed like Peter Wolf. It's kind of like the first like Avengers, where all these weirdos have unique powers. Except for the leader, who's just good at heart. There's a guy who's so fast he has to tie one leg behind his he's so fast he has to tie one leg behind his back in order to just keep from running. There's a guy who's such a good sharpshooter. There's a guy whose ears are so big he heard people talk about things 3 days ago, 100 miles away. And then there's different ones. Like there's the guy who has straw so cold that it can put out fires. Yes, they did do a Chuck Jones. They did a Chuck Jones special, and I think they had to also recut it with a bunch of actors. Okay, these are good. Very good, Helen. I'm getting the references now. Yeah, I hate to like I didn't mean to like put you on the spot, but like the guy who, and then yeah, there's some outliers. There's like one who has there's the guy who has hay that's so cold it puts out fires. There's the wife who can eat who has just like a bottomless stomach, and then there's the woodsman who can actually this seems like a nothing superpower, but he can plant a forest around the castle, and it does something magical. It seems like there's an overlap between the two, the straw and the twig people. It sounds insane, but just watch it. Okay. I'm just looking through some stuff. Yeah, I want to check out that. I thought I had a VHS of that Chuck Jones one, but I'm not sure if I still have it or not. Anywho, yeah, I will do the sort of the witch study. We'll do a study of her. How's that? Where I'll draw her. We'll do the same poses and then like 3 different outfits, because the outfits themselves will have plenty of detail. Okay, we have pajamas, we have fancy outfits, and I've got an idea for the waitress in my mind. Okay. How long have we been going? Okay, that's cool. I think we'll call this one a session. This was really worked out for me. Here, I'm just going to make this a ping, and then I'm going to drop it into the Discord. In your Discord, Helen. Yeah, but I'm very happy with the way this turned out. Again, it's the design. I could have put in a little bit more like modern superhero aesthetics, but I think this one worked out really well. It's got sort of everything that we were looking for. It's a simplified version of the Chinese dress with like big superhero boots. I could have maybe done something with the gloves, but I like the little bangles. Yeah, I'm gonna go make myself some lunch, let the dogs out. Woof, 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 woof. And then I don't know, start working on something else. There you go. I just took care of that. You can play with that as much as you want, and I'm going to see ya. Until our paths cross again, I bid you